Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So, in Windows, there is a feature called the Charms bar that we had back in the day with Windows 8. And this is done by swiping from the left from the right to the left, and then it will give you these charms, which are search, share, start, devices, and settings. Search allows searching within apps, files, or settings. Share enables sharing content from active apps via enable, email, or other apps. Start returns the user to the start screen. Devices manages connected peripherals like printers or displays. Settings quick access to Wi Fi, volume, power, and notification settings. And of course, to the left here, you'll see system status. It displays the time, date, network connection, and battery life at the bottom. And if you want to access, if you're a keyboard and mouse user, you move the cursor to either the top or bottom right corner. Of course, they usually move to the top right corner of the screen, as you can see. Or if you only want keyboard, then yeah, you can use Windows key C. Or if you're on a touchscreen, swipe in from the right edge of the screen and you'll see the aforementioned charms bar. And that is exactly what's the charms bar in Windows 8. However, there is a continuation of the charms bar. Because after the removal of Windows 10, in Windows 10, charms bar. This guy, Ice Penguins 101, made a reincarnation of the charms bar and will help you bring back the Windows 8 charms bar to Windows 10 and 11 using real files from Windows 8, not fake or not just clickbait, but it is a real one. And as the name suggests, this is a one-to-one conversion of the infamous charms bar with new features and hotfixes from the original. In December 17th, 2014, Microsoft made the announcement to completely kill off the charms bar on Windows 10 on December 17th, 2014. And before this, Bill Gates says this: your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Of course, that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's see how the functions are of the charms bar in the charms bar port program. Search opens the search bar from the taskbar on Win32 programs, easily remappable to function as everything toolbar, which in this case is just 3, perhaps maybe even more programs that support hotkeys, or unsupported Metro apps brings their search charm, like Microsoft's charms bar search in Windows 8. Share opens the share charm regardless of any app. Start opens the start menu or start screen if you're on Windows 10. When you have the use full screen start option. Actually, use start full screen option set to on. Or if you're using OpenShell, you can remap this button to open up their start menu instead, or to complete to completely disable its functionality. Devices opens the Connect charm, or on supported Metro apps, they'll open the print dialog. In Settings, opens the Settings Metro app on Win32 programs or the Settings charm on supported Metro apps. And of course, while it requires Windows 10 or 11, you'll need to have .NET 7 at least to get the Charms Bar port to be working. This program is powered by Visual Studio 2022 and is based on Windows 8.1 in the Update 3. Formatting aware, we'll use the operating system's time and date formats. If you're using 24-hour and or date formats like month, day, year, Charms Bar port will use that format. However, custom formats are not supported yet, but they will be added in the future. Language aware automatically switches depending on your OS language, and currently it supports only English, but German, Japanese, Russian, Portuguese, and Italian will be added in the next major update. Or maybe it will be a minor update. Uses accent colors from your system, network and battery icons, status icons included, supports Windows 8 era registry keys, supports high contrast and light dark mode preferences, which is something that the Windows 8 Charms Bar doesn't, although it does support the Charms Bar in high contrast but not in light mode because it's not available until Windows 10. At least at the time of this. Fully animated to emulate Windows 8.x can be disabled in the OS settings. However, the animations are stiff. As you can see in this question, the animations may not match, but it says they are fully animated. Multi-monitor support. Please read this because the current state of the multi-monitor support is extremely unreliable and requires your assistance to make it better. You can help me by providing any edits to the charmsbar.xaml.cs file. I think it will be improved. Touch friendly, which means that if you use on a tablet, it uses it. However, why does the Action Center always open with the Charms Bar? The Action Center uses the same gesture. Just disable it, and then it will be the same thing as Windows 8. Customizable panels, and it can be removed through the registry editor. For example, if you want it to look like an earlier build of Windows 10, specifically technical preview builds, it'll be just be on the Windows 8 Charms Bar, but like build 9900. Guys, I don't think it will be build 9900, but if we search for like Windows 10 build 9900, of course, it's like build 9900. Just use this path and then create Edge UI and then disable settings charm, and then after that it will remove the settings panel to look like how it was in Windows 10 technical preview build 9900. Fully designable, which lets you emulate Windows 7 if it will have Metro, Windows 8 developer preview, which makes it look like the Charms Bar in 2011, Windows 8.1, which is the default, Windows 11 if it brings back Metro, or Windows 11 if it's fluentized. Or you can define your custom theme. Of course, you can pin anything to the Charms bar for easy access, and we'll have the opportunity to switch between Win32 and Metro modes for the currently focused program. And the downloads will be coming soon in the near future, possibly later in 2026. And that is the Charms bar and its reincarnation.